truly happened to Mr. Bean Counter?
Finally, thank goodness. Do I still have time left on the clock?
Yes, you do. Just sneaking under the wire.
Well, tell me, Chip, who did this horrible deed to my beloved husband?
It wasn't a simple crime to deduce, Mr. Drew. I am sorry to say that everywhere I looked, I found people who would have been happy to help Mr. Headley shake off his mortal coil. Sadly, close to home, my brother and sister had motive of revenge. They hated and blamed Mr. Headley for the collapse of our family ice cream business, even though Mr. Headley did pay for our education. Plus, they were present at the shareholder retreat, so they had an opportunity as well.
Screw you, detective boy. Throw us under the bus.
Yeah.
You're no brother of mine.
Chip Screamer, I never thought I would see the day that you accuse your own flesh and blood of such a crime. Does ice cream not flow in your veins?
Just one. Nilla, I have to look at every possibility. You and Rocky have a motive and the opportunity to slip fish into Mr. Headley's dinner. But it is okay, Nilla. I don't think you and Rocky did it. You guys wanted to deface Mr. Headley's tribute painting over there, but I don't think you and Rocky would have had the guts.
Well, and we didn't do it either.
Thank you for catching that. Just because you didn't murder him doesn't get you completely off the hook, my brother. There seems to have been an addition to the buffet made by you and Nilla. You were both seen adding chocolate flakes to the triple chocolate cake at the dessert buffet. Do you want to tell me what was in those flakes, Rocky?
I ain't talking. I didn't do nothing with no fish. I ain't no murderer.
Fortunately for you, Rocky, you aren't a very good poisoner. The police had already surmised that someone had added shavings of chocolate laxatives to the triple chocolate cake icing. Everyone who consumed the cake had a large enough bowel movement the next morning that they reported them in the police incident reports. You didn't poo anyone off. They were actually quite relieved.
Poo. See what you did there.
That's the relief joke? Thank you.
That was very funny.
So much of what occurred in Mr. Headley's murder seemed like a happen chance. A small bit of unexpected misfortune, a coincidence. The fish in the buffet, the remote location, the missing EpiPen.
Freak.
The only vehicle on site not working. The difficulty lay in determining what steps the murderer took and what he took advantage of. Let's start with the location. They always say location, location, location. And the retreat was the perfect location for a murder. You may wonder, who selected that site? And my investigation deducted that Ethel, uptight bean counter, was the one to make those arrangements.
Ah, she did murder my baby.
This duty isn't for the faint of heart.
Then all I can say is I will have you group of lame-brained idiots understand yet again that I am an intern. Interns do not make decisions. We go get coffee for free, and we have to pay for the coffee ourselves. It's the only job where you lose money by the hour. I did not decide the site. I merely passed the booking information from Winifred to Uncle Wes.
Ethel is quite right, Chip. She does not deserve your suspicion. The final approval of the site was made by Headley.
He's right. I thought the remote site would be a nice reward for the shareholders for sticking with us during this difficult year of reconstructing the business.
But, nevertheless, the event was held at a site so remote that it is only accessible by chartered transit, and Ethel was involved.
Dumb boy! How many times do I have to tell you I am an intern?
6.
I don't make decisions. I honestly think that everybody should say that line with me the last time.
She is an intern, or you don't make decisions.
I don't make decisions.
Like when I say I am an intern, everybody goes, I don't make decisions. Because I say it so much throughout the play.
I say nevertheless like 6 times.
You do. Nevertheless.
It's like he's trying to tell everybody who did it.
My dad did that.
Nevertheless.
My dad did.
Oh my God! Is that
Neither
the
my
actual
daughter or I had anything to do with Headley's tragic death, and I am greatly insulted that you should even consider making unfounded allegations against us.
Nevertheless, my investigation does indicate that both of you had an opportunity to create problems by arranging for the remote resort and the lack of readily available transit in case of any emergency. You must agree. All options must be explored. Both you and Ethel inherited the remaining shares Headley held in the company. A powerful motive for murder.
How dare you?
Chip, our son Moss catered the event, and his menu did not include fish. Moss knew that fish would kill Headley. Not even for a French cooking school will I believe that his own son killed him.
I am sorry to say, Mr. Drew, that uncovering the source of the fish, tainting the buffet, is never going to be resolved. Too many people had to tamper with it.
Ah, they all killed my baby.
Murder really isn't for the faint of heart. Really? Really? Even I thought that one was bad.
Leah, look at the time.
Hey, hold on a sec. You can't make me leave now. I still have time.
Not very much. And remember, we leave whether they are done with your mortal mystery or not.
So, we will never pinpoint how Mr. Headley's food was contaminated, and we cannot truly say the remote location caused his death either, although it obviously contributed to the long delay in getting emergency medical teams on site. And that is why my next turn is to the attention of... I've messed that up. And that is why next I turn my attention to what medical assistance Mr. Headley did receive. As we have heard and seen, his EpiPen was taking part in art, which Papa Head was aware of. So, the question is, did Henna plant the fish and then ensure his EpiPen would not be around to save his life?
No, I didn't.
Oh, she murdered my baby.
Do you think we could trade her in for a fainting goat?
Yep.
They're cuter and lighter.
And how convenient it was for the murderer that the only vehicle on the resort was disabled. That vehicle could have easily saved Mr. Headley's life by driving out to meet the ambulance. And then, all the pieces fell together in my head. I suddenly realized that there was one common element. Only one person at the retreat was involved in each of these events. One person knew they could take advantage of this remote retreat. That same person knew the menu would be a buffet, extremely easy to tamper with. They also knew Headley's EpiPen would not be there to save his life. They knew the travel arrangements eliminated any hope of alternative transport, and lastly, they were seen coming out of the garage after they disabled the only vehicle to the retreat, thereby sealing Headley's fate.
Les! He's the one who was involved in all of this. He did this to me, that rotten bugger. If I could get my hands around his neck. Temper.
Les, the encounter, was the only person in position to take advantage of the perfect storm of factors. Mortician Burns, would you please call the police and have your assistants take Mr. B. Encounter to await their arrival? Les, do you have anything else to say?
Anything to say to an ice cream scoop boy? Ha! Your conclusion is made. Your conclusions may well be right, young man, but my lawyer will drive a car through some of the assumptions in court. Of your assumptions in court.
Oh, he murdered my baby.
Well, that's that then. It's time for us to go.
Hard to say goodbye.
You had a good, rich life, Hedley the Encounter, filled with much love, and you should be proud.
So, does that mean God really doesn't hate gays? And I'm not going to hell?
No. No hate and no hell. Gays, women, Jews, Muslims, Wiccans, or ACS Caesar. God doesn't care about any of that. Mankind added that caca by yourselves. God isn't rules and complex. God is love. And it's simple. Come on. You started on that afterlife of yours.